Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome to the video. I hope your day is going great. Mine's been phenomenal. I'm so hyped up, guys, because guess what? The giveaway is here. I am giving hundreds of items away from the Overwatch League shop. We're talking jerseys, shirts, sweaters, jackets, hats, pins, stickers, scarves, cups, whatever it is, guys, I am giving it away. If you do want to enter that giveaway, it's super easy. All you have to do is click the link down below, and huge shout out to ESTNN for helping me out with this. To enter the giveaway, all you have to do is follow them on Twitter and subscribe to their YouTube channel. Again, super easy to do that. The link is down below. They make amazing Overwatch content as well. You guys know them. They've been supporting my channel for a long time. But now, without further ado, for this video, we will be covering a lot of stuff. Quickly to get it out of the way, we're talking about Effect. His dad did come out and he dropped a heartfelt message and response to all of the haters, as well as that Effect did come out and say something himself too, specifically about the Seoul Dynasty after their match. Then we're moving on and we are talking about the New York Excelsior's Academy team, XL2. Did they just lie to all of us? Because it doesn't seem like they signed a full New York roster at all. I'll break down everybody who is signed to that team. And then lastly, guys, guess what? Logix found a new team, and that's going to be the new Toronto Defiance Academy team, which is the Montreal Rebellion. Their branding is so sick. We'll take a look at that announcement and their players. That will be the video. If you're excited for it, do me a quick favor, drop a like on it, subscribe to my channel for more daily videos. That's pretty much it, guys. Let's jump into it, and we'll start off with Effect and what his dad said on Invin. Big shout out to Evan Star 6132 on Reddit for translating this whole thing for us. He said this, titled Heartfelt Message from Effect's father on Invin. Translation, I tried my best. There might be some error, so take that into account, guys. Overall, though, it seems pretty accurate from the comments in Reddit. Effect's dad said this on Invin. Huge thanks to all the fans that have supported my son. After some thought, I decided to write a message to all the fans and haters alike. I somehow became a high level on Invin because I keep coming here because of my son. By the way, Invin is pretty much the Korean Reddit. Moving on. First, I'm always thankful to the fans who support and love Effect. As a parent, all I can say is I'm deeply grateful for all the support and encouragement. Every parent would feel the same. I'm really thankful. I have many things to say, but that will have to wait for another time. Now I'll address the haters. Haters? I'm too angry to use honorifics. I've read somewhere even haters are fans, but I don't think that's the case. The power of the pen is mightier than the sword, and if you misuse the pen, it becomes a deadly weapon. Which is the better form of encouragement? Constructive criticism or blaming? Which parent would stand idle watching all the hate and blame fall on their child? My wife says she still can't watch the matches because her heart can't take it. Every player's parent would feel the same, regardless of win or loss. I plead you for the first and last time. Please support and encourage my son and all the other players so they can develop and grow into great players and continue to make the fans happy. They will humbly accept any constructive criticism. Also, please refrain from insulting players' parents. I hope all the players and fans stay healthy and have a great year. Thanks for reading such a long post. Haters, don't say any bullshit like it's too long. So that's what Effect's dad posted, and I find this very interesting. The criticism and the hate has even gotten to him, which is a little ridiculous. I don't think parents of players should be getting harassed by fans. Like, what? I didn't even know that was, like, happening. Honestly, I've been questioning this whole time where Effect's actual family has been. Like, if he's in Korea, why is he staying in a hotel and not with his family? Specifically when he's feeling depressed and very sad. If he's there for over a month, I feel like he should be spending a lot of time with his family or even staying with them. Why is it always made out to seem like he's alone and he doesn't have any mom or dad or sisters or brothers or siblings that he can go to and talk with? But I guess he does have a dad, and he did respond to a lot of the hate, which I respect that. One thing I will respond to, though, at the end, he did say any player will accept criticism, specifically constructive criticism, which is not true. There are players out there who will not accept criticism, and to be fair, during Season 1, if you guys do remember, Effect on his YouTube channel and on his Twitch channel, when you try to give him feedback, he would shut it down. He did. I know he's probably changed. He's been working on it a lot lately, and he's gotten better. But there are players out there who will not accept constructive criticism. That's pretty much it though. Definitely leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about this. I do find it very interesting that a player's parent actually responded to criticism and hate. I know there's some really supportive parents out there like Hydration's mom and Mangachu's mom, but I didn't expect something like this, especially from Effect's parents, because we didn't know where they were this whole time. But it's cool. Let's move on now and let's take a look at a response Effect made after his match against Seoul Dynasty. He said this: "We were able to win against Seoul today, but after the match, rather than my mistakes, I became worried about the level of hate Seoul Dynasty players would receive from the fans. It pained me just thinking about the stress they would have to endure from this loss. How do they do it? As for me, my mentality is really weak. If I were a player on Seoul Dynasty, I would have already died from the pressure. I was thinking about those things as I took the taxi home after the match, and as expected, there were insults towards Dynasty and my performance all around me. I hope fans don't cross the line. There are too many fans that go overboard." I actually do like this post coming out from Effect. I agree that the stressfulness of being a pro player is huge. It's insane. And I respect every single player in the Overwatch League for the fact that they do go through all this with the fans, that they have to go on Reddit. Well, they don't have to go on Reddit, but if they do and they see all the hate, it's smart as a pro player to stay off Reddit. And I quickly learned that when I was playing for Congarna in Contender Season 1 of North America. It's smart to stay clear from Reddit when you're a pro player and when you underperform like I did. It's really bad. Now, one thing I will say is, though, it's something you need to adapt to and learn to deal with as a pro player. There's a lot of players out there that get a ton of hate and they deal with it perfectly. They don't let it affect them, whereas somebody like Effect does let it affect them. No puns intended there. But he does. He lets it get to them, and he knows it. He said it here, and it's good that he's admitting that. He's actually making progress, and that's why I do like this post. One thing I will say again, though, he needs to just, avoid social media a little bit. If he's getting a lot of hate after these matches, then he doesn't want to read them. You want to not read that stuff, Effect. And I do feel bad, because I'm out there on Twitter, and I'm saying, oh, I think they should bench Effect. I don't really want to see him in there over AKM, because, clearly AKM's playing better, and if Dallas Fuel right now at this very second want to win, I think the smartest decision is to keep Effect on the bench and put AKM in there, which is unfortunate, but it's true. It's how I feel. I'm not saying go bash Effect, go spam that he's awful or he's terrible. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm just saying that I think he should be benched at this time. It's not the best case scenario to have him out there playing over AKM. In my opinion, I feel like that is criticism. It might not be extremely constructive because I'm not offering ways for Effect to actually improve. I'm just saying what I think Dallas Fuel should do. So I'd say it's somewhat constructive criticism and it shouldn't be looked down upon. But when you are out there on Reddit and you're on Twitter and you're flaming the players saying they suck, they need to die, terrible stuff like that, that's awful. Do not do that stuff, guys. Anyways, that's it for Effect, his dad, and all that drama. Let's move on now, and let's take a look at a really weird announcement coming out from the New York Excelsior's Academy team. If you guys don't remember, about a month or so ago, XL2, the Academy team for New York Excelsior, decided they were going to kick almost all of their players. They eventually did. They kicked some great talent like Logix, Mangachu, Goliath, and said they wanted to move towards a full New York local roster. They wanted to foster talent and they had this huge plan, and everybody criticized them for it because they dropped tier 1 players that allowed them to get second place, third place, and third place in 3 seasons of Contenders. And from what they were saying, it seemed like they were going to sign some really bad players out of New York because there's just not that many talented players out of New York. You can't sign a full roster that will be able to compete at a Contenders level just from New York. And well, it seems like we're right. They can't, and they probably couldn't, so they ended up signing these players. Let's roll their announcement video. So here it is. We're proud to welcome the new players. We have Frill, a DPS player. We have Yaki. We have Rena. We have Moopy. Moving on, Kirby. And then Akawa, Jur, and then the last player we have Haku, and that's going to be their 6 players, and then their coaches. And the interesting thing about this roster is that, there's only 2 players from New York, and I guess 1 from New Jersey. Do you want to count New Jersey as New York? Up to you, whatever. I don't really care. 3 out of 6 players being from New York when they said they were kicking their entire roster to be more local? What? That makes no sense. To me, and what it seems like a lot of people on Reddit and Twitter think, is that they just wanted to get rid of those players because they were taking up a lot of money, and they wanted to use that as an excuse to sign cheaper players who are more unknown, but still up-and-coming talent. Because what do I see here? I see a lot of players that were on Trials teams last season, and a lot of players that were on unsigned Contenders teams last season that weren't amazing, but did prove themselves a little bit. And again, Most of them are not from New York, and 2 of them are new Korean players. So I don't know what to say about this. I think New York Excelsior pulled wool over our eyes, lied to us. Maybe they didn't. They're just confused and don't know what to do. Maybe they went back on their decision. Who knows? But let's move on to happier news, because 2 of the players that got kicked off that roster, Logix and Goliath, guess what? They got signed by the new Toronto Defiant Academy team. Their branding is sick. Take a look at their announcement video. I do think it was an interesting choice of music, but it still got me hyped up. I like their branding, I like the colors, I like the logo. It just gives me that Toronto Defiant vibe, which I love. And now let's take a look at the players they signed. First, we have Naga, Nomi, and Logix, all really good players, all come from last season of Contenders. And Naga and Nomi actually played with both these guys, Tensa and Hui, on first generation. So they have a lot of experience from previous teams coming into this roster. I really like that. Then we have Shane and then Goliath coming in from New York Excelsior, which again, Goliath and Logix played together. So overall, there's a lot of previous existing synergy, and I love that. I think this roster is pretty good, and they will be able to compete with some of the better teams moving into next season of Contenders. I'm hyped about that. Thank God Logix got signed. It would have been just horrendous if the guy didn't make Contenders or Overwatch League for a full season. I would have felt bad for him. Anyways, that is going to be the video. Do not forget, guys, enter the giveaway. Link is down below. It's super easy. Drop a like on the video and subscribe if you enjoy my content. That's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching. I'm out of here. Peace.